Okay then, so I'm going to start off this mini podcast by just explaining how it has been since the 26th of December that Aston Villa last lost a league game, and that was against Brentford 2-1. And since then, we've won every single game up until today, the 17th of February 2018. Aston Villa lose 2-0 against Fulham. I am joined by Andy from Trusted Car Products. Hello, Andy.
Hello.
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 So, yes, I'm joined by Andy, who obviously we're both not at the game today as it's an away fixture, and also we are working men. So we weren't able to make it. But I've been watching some clips of it on mainly on Twitter, actually, but I saw the goals, and I've been listening to it on the radio. Andy, your thoughts on today's result?
Not unexpected. I think as soon as Bruce mentioned in his press conference yesterday that Adoma and Grealish were going to be doubts for today, I think any realistic Villa fan could have foreseen a potential loss today. I think it's always difficult when you lose your two key players, arguably two key players, 24 hours before kick-off. I'd imagine Bruce's plan went out the window. I wouldn't have ruled out a loss with a full-strength team. With those losses, I think we just have to take today on the chin.
Yeah, I agree. And it's like you said, in terms of making changes at such short notice. I mean, Bruce has been used to the same starting 11 pretty much since we've been on this winning streak, and we've been blessed not to have any injuries up until now. I said yesterday that it was going to be either 1-1 or 2-2, but looking at the stats, it looked like they were all over us all day. So we just got to look into the future, I guess, haven't we?
Yeah, I mean, it is still all in our hands. I know we dropped to third place with Cardiff winning, but we still do have to play Cardiff. I mean, if the points difference was still as it is now when we play Cardiff, we could leapfrog them. It says it all about how well we've done, that the fact that we've lost a game, and I'm not going to say it doesn't matter, but it really isn't the end of the world. I mean, there's still, 14, 15 games left. If you told me at the start of the season that we'd be in third place and only just dropped out the autos with 15 games to go, I'd have absolutely snatched your hand off. So fingers crossed we'll have the players back and fit for possibly not the Preston game, that might come too soon, but hopefully in the next week or two, and we'll get back to form.
Yeah, I mean, I've had a chance to see the goals. I've seen the Ryan Sessegnon goal, which was, to be honest, it was a bog standard finish. But a man at fault for the second one, which I didn't think I would be saying this, but Sam Johnston. What on earth happened there?
I've only relied on your description for that goal. And my dad's text, which I had my father's text as well, which I can't really say out on the podcast. He wasn't a happy man, and he really rated Sam Johnston. It's from what I've heard, it was. I mean, I know you said a few weeks back to me about Johnston's distribution, and it is his weak point. Even against the Blues the other day, I mean, their keeper's distribution was abysmal. But,
if Sam Johnston's was bad today, honestly, the Birmingham keeper last week, oh Jesus.
But, even against Blues, though, I kept saying throughout the game that it's so frustrating when we have a chance to make a quick counter or something, and Johnston just hoofs it out of play diagonally across the field. He's a fantastic young goalkeeper, and we have to remember that key thing, that he is young. There's people even tipping that if De Gea goes off to Real Madrid, that United will recall him and get him straight into the first team. That's how highly rated he is. So
he's highly rated, but I don't think he's that highly rated.
No, I think he'd be recalled and used as Man U's first choice sub rather than first choice, which I think is about the stage he's at in his career. He is a Premier League quality goalkeeper. If he masters his distribution, he will be an upper Premier League quality goalkeeper. If we don't go up, we'll lose him. It's as simple as that.
Yeah, I think so. I think that's the same to be said about quite a lot of our players on the books. If you ask me, I mean, I don't. Obviously, there's rumours that Hutton isn't signing a new deal. I don't think Terry's going to sign a new deal at the end of this season, despite the fact that we are pushing for promotion. I think we'll struggle to hold on to James Chester. I really do think at the end of this season, if any Prem clubs go sniffing after him, I think he'll be gone. You look at our attacking attacking wingers. Sorry, Snodgrass won't be with us if we're in the Championship next season because we won't fork out $5 million. Adoma's been banging him in. Will a Prem club going after him? Who knows? I think no matter what, we need to get promoted if we have any chance. More financially, we need to get promoted because if we don't get promoted, I think Villa will become the next QPR.
Yeah, I can see that. Unless we get promoted, we can't spend. It's as simple as that. And we've got an ageing squad. I think that's the only thing that might keep players like Adoma at Villa is that he's 30 years old. It's weird. You mentioned players like Snodgrass, Hutton even. We've got a lot of players who arguably are too good for the Championship but not good enough for the Premiership. It's almost like they're in no man's land between the two. They can never hold down a Premiership club, but they come to a Championship side and look brilliant. It's such a confusing future for Villa right now. If we stay down, we may struggle. If we go up, we might struggle arguably more. It's really difficult to look into the future of Villa at the moment.
I think whatever war chest we get when we get promoted, if we get promoted, not when we get promoted, whatever war chest we get, I can see the Doc throwing £200 million and say, "Here you go, Steve. Here's £200 million." I think we could probably only get 3 or 4 players with that if we wanted high quality players at Villa. That's the problem with the transfer market, isn't it? We'd have to be looking at the best of the poor Premier League teams. You'd have to question, players like Benteke. I've heard it mentioned several times. Obviously, he's not the happiest player at QPR, and Villa are the only club he's really felt loved at. Yeah. I think that is the sort of calibre of player we would end up going for. Dan Sturridge?
£15 million players. So, did you just say Sturridge? Sorry.
I said Sturridge, yeah.
Sturridge is too risky. Sturridge would have to be a pay-as-you-play loan deal as well as another signing because you couldn't throw your hat on him. You can't depend on him.
I really hope we never do because I don't like Sturridge as a striker anyway. I think he had that one good season at Liverpool only because he had a world-class striker next to him. But that's a different story anyway. So Andy, we've got 14 games left in the Championship. Obviously, we're sitting in third, 2 points behind Cardiff. You said that Cardiff ain't a threat, but that'll be another conversation we'll have closer towards the end of the season. I'm going to run down the list of the next 12 games. It's going to be quick fire, and I want your predictions as to whether we get 3 points, 1 point, or 0. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Okay then. Aston Villa, Preston.
Draw.
Ooh. Okay. Okay, that's interesting.
What happened to quick fire?
You just caught me off guard because I thought that was going to be a stick on 3 points. But anyway, Wednesday.
Win.
That is away, by the way.
Win.
Okay. QPR at home.
Win.
Okay. Sunderland away.
Win.
Okay. Villa at home to Wolves.
Draw.
Okay. Away to Bolton.
Draw.
Okay. Away to Hull.
Win.
Okay. Home to Reading.
Win.
Away to Norwich.
Loss.
Okay. Home to Cardiff. Now that's the big one.
Win.
Oh, you're confident about that one, but you're not confident about Preston.
Very quick team, Preston. We tend to struggle at home to Preston, not so much away, weirdly.
Okay. Home to Leeds.
I hate playing Leeds. Draw.
Okay. Away to Ipswich.
Win.
Home to Derby.
Win.
And away to Millwall, last game of the season.
Draw.
Okay. So, based on that, you reckon we're going to lose once?
Yeah.
So, 1, 4, 7, 10, 12, 15, 18, 21, 22, 25, 28, 29 points from the next remaining fixtures.
Yeah. It sounds very optimistic when you say it back to me, but I mean, there's a lot of games in there that it's such a knife-edge league, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. I think you're being overly optimistic. Where I would put Villa Preston, I fancy Villa to win that one. But it's the games like away to Sheffield Wednesday, I can't see us beating them. Away to Hull, even though Hull are struggling.
It's just those games, isn't it? A long journey to the other side of the country against Bruce's old club. You can just see.
Yeah, and also they're fighting relegation as well, so they're going to be well up for it against Steve Bruce as well. So, and Norwich as well. Norwich aren't an easy team to go to at Carrow Road. You okay?
I'm alright, I just knocked over I am at work at the moment, I do apologise.
So I'm going to keep it in, it's fine. So, but yeah, where you think we'll get points, I think we'll lose them. Like you said, it is a really strange league at times. I mean, I think we've been lucky to go on this undefeated streak for so long, but it has stood us in good stead for where we are at the minute. So, but yeah, it's hard to tell where we're going to end up. To be perfectly honest, I think playoff is definitely ours to lose, but it's just that second spot at the minute. It's anyone's.
I tell you now, though, I will put my neck on the line here. If we finish in the playoffs, we will not be promoted.
Yeah, I think I agree, because I reckon we'll probably make it to the playoff final and bottle it.
Yeah, it's the Villa way. It's the FA Cup against Arsenal all over again. It's when the big occasion comes, we seem to choke. Yeah,
no, I agree. I think even if we end up in the playoffs, which would be a good achievement for us considering how poor we were last season, I can't see us winning that.
I mean, let me put it to you this way: it's very feasible. We could be in the playoff final against Fulham.
That's it. Yeah. I mean, well, then again, I think Fulham are on a late charge to go for second. You know.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
It's a
they're
strange
the team
league
to watch.
Yeah, they are the team to watch. I mean, the teams around have fell by the wayside. But anyway, I'm going to call that a day. Is there any closing comments from you, Andy?
No. I just hope we'll speak Tuesday and it'll be a bit more positive.
Oh, you're getting to the game on Tuesday?
I am indeed, yeah. I actually didn't realise it was on Tuesday till you mentioned earlier. I thought it was a weekend fixture. So checked my work diary and had a panic.
So yeah, Tuesday, 20th of February, it is a 7:45 kickoff. Andy might get a couple of clips for me.
Yeah, happy to if you want me to.
Oh, thank you very much, Andy. I won't be there because I'm at work generally on a Tuesday. So that is the end of our impromptu podcast. Thank you very much for joining us. Andy is from Trusted Car Products. So you'll see his YouTube channel in the description below. Go over there and give it a cheeky subscribe. But that's it from me. Comment on the video to let me know your thoughts on today's game. I imagine they're not very positive thoughts, but nonetheless, fire away, and I will see you in the next video. Thank you very much, and goodbye.
May I just add a parting comment?
Sorry. Go on then.
I just want to say that I think Fulham were a bit Luke.
Yeah, I think they were very Luke. Yeah.
Good night.
Good night. Bye.